Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Welcome to Friday Lights Craft. Hi Carrie. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just waiting till everybody's on, because we've got lots of giveaways to do tonight. Did you have a good week, Carrie? Hi Marnie. Oh wow, all the way from Hanoi. That's a bit fancy. Did you see last week, Marnie, you won? You won my giveaway. So you won. I know you said Daisy Lane was on your wish list, but you actually won Merry Little Labels or something, which was a Christmas stamp set from last year. That was brand new. So I haven't posted it yet. Hi Megan. You did win money. So I haven't posted it yet because I didn't want it sitting in your mailbox while nobody was at home. But it's on my dresser here ready to post. Hi Glenda. Yay, well done, Marnie. So, hi Kerry. Hi Karen. Hi Glenda. Everyone's on tonight. It's Friday and I'm feeling better. I'm not sick. Hunter's starting to get a cough. That bloody daycare cough, it just goes away, comes back, goes away, comes back. It's very frustrating. Hi Kerry Velletri. Haven't seen you forever. Hi Sue. Everyone's watching tonight. So I have already done, oh thanks Marnie. I asked Hunter whether he liked it or not, because he likes it when I iron my hair, because this is a la natural. And he asked me when I was going to iron my hair, and I said, oh, next week after I wash it. And then I said, oh, do you like my hair, darling? He goes, no. I'm like, ugh. So I'm glad you like it, Marnie. Thank you. Hi, Marie. It's getting very long. I think this is the longest my hair has ever been in my whole entire life. So I think it's due for a cut. So I had another birthday card arrive this week, so I thought I'd show you that. We might need to change this around just while we're waiting for some people to come on. So how cute is this? I forget about this balloon punch. I love it. It's got the balloons, it's got the flowers, it's got some stuff from the Everything is Rosy. Hi Donna. Not sure if it's just me, the sound is out of sync with the picture. Oh, I hope that goes away, Wendy. That's very difficult to watch and listen to that. Maybe when I flip it around and you stop looking at my lips, then you won't know that I'm out of sync. No worries, Marnie. Thanks, Megan. Yes, kids are very honest. Done also, and I think you're... Oh, thanks, Karen. So this birthday card came from Angie Fairburn. So that's lovely. And she's even made the envelope out of some DSP. How clever is she? I think this is the pressed petals. I don't actually have this DSP. Very clever. It's very pretty. So there's heaps going on. There's little heart, glimmer hearts, sequins, the butterflies. It's very nice. So I thought I'd show you that. I haven't had a chance to take a picture of that yet because it only just arrived. Now, some of you may realise or know that I had a Stampin' Up order go missing. Oh, thanks Megan, that's good. And so I phoned Stampin' Up and they were all ready to replace it and everything because it had been 3 weeks. And it was still, according to the courier sitting in Sydney, just hadn't done anything. And to me, I thought I'd ordered my trimmer and my blades. But this is what happens when you do a Stampin' Up order when you're really sick. I ordered blades and no trimmer. So I have blades to go with the brand new trimmer, but no trimmer. Silly me. Anyway, so it finally arrived yesterday, which was fabulous. And I was all excited to open it and get my trimmer out. and then I realised that I didn't even order it. Do not place a Stampin' Up! Order when you are sick and when you're not thinking straight, because who knows what will happen. Okay, so I've already done the random draw for last week's... Hi Angie, I was just saying your card arrived and saying everything's going on. I love it. And I forget about this balloon punch. Love it. Hi Karen. Yes, very clever, Megan. You can tell I'm naturally blonde, can't you? Hi Beck. So the random draw for last week's Facebook Live, the winner was Lana Clark. So well done, Lana. You've got this Beachy Little Christmas, which is a brand new set from last year. It was in my stash. And then because, hi Mum, I found another stamp set that was sitting there, so I did another random draw. And the winner of that was Donna Parker. So Donna, you've won Daisy Lane. So I'll pop them in the post for you ladies. Lana, I'll give that to you because this is a wood mount set. So it will be a little bit heavy and you're only around the corner. So I'm trying something different with the massive giveaway because October is finished, unfortunately. So we are in November. So all my giveaways, all the comments, the sharing, the purchases, the people that attended my extravaganza class, what else did I have? My online classes and things like that. Hi Karen. They all went into the draw. Now there was like 3,000 entries or 3,000 points worth of stuff, and it took me a couple of hours to collect this. I was not thinking that it would take that long, but I have got, so I've got these two prizes to give away, and so these are the grand prizes, so that are valued at over $70. So I've got the Love Today Planner Kit, and the Cute Crew Punch Box. So they're the two big prizes to give away. Now, my husband set this all up so I can do this live, hopefully. I just need to carry the camera over to the computer. So we're going to do this live. And then I'm going to flip you around. Let me try this. Nope, I'm just going to turn the camera around, so I think then I need to look on the iPad. Alright, so have that there. Can we see what's going on here? Is that the right way around? Yes. Okay, so this is everybody's entries in for the participant draw, and then I've got the other one here for my team. So the participant draw is going to get the Cute Crew Punch Box. Hi Jess. And so we're going to click to spin and do this live now. So hopefully... Sylvia Maunda. Now, Sylvia is overseas and unfortunately I can't send her product, but I will send her a small gift, like some handmade cards. So I'll have to draw it again because I can't send Sylvia product because she is in New Zealand. So can we spin that again? Megan. So Megan wins the Crew Cute Punch box. For that. And then for the Bobbly Stampers, so this is my team, they had a separate entry as well, so I'll click on that one. And Kerry wins that, so Kerry wins the planner. So congratulations ladies. Now I'll send something to Sylvia as a small token for participating with me, because unfortunately, because she's overseas, Stampin' Up policy doesn't allow us to post product overseas. And I've just dropped the bin while I'm trying to do that. That was a mission, trying to move the camera whilst doing a live. I've never attempted that before. So I need to get... No worries, ladies. So, Kerry, I'll give that to you at the next class. And then Megan, I'll just write a note on that as well, so I don't forget. Megan. And let's write a little note for Sylvia. Actually, Sylvia's not in New Zealand. I think she's in America. Still, she's overseas. I've had to send her something before. Sylvia. Gift. She's usually watching me and it's like 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm like, what is she doing up so early? Or is that... No, I think Sylvia might be in New Zealand. I'm getting my ladies confused. There's so many of them. So, that's great. All my giveaways are done, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I haven't got any samples of any cards to make tonight, but I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make some cards, and we're using just limited supplies. So I've just got some paper from the Holly Jolly range, which is... trying to find it on page, the DSP, which is what we're using tonight, page 26 of the catalogue. So The Night Before Christmas is the name of the DSP. And then I thought it is, hi Deb, it is nice to have a nice following, Kerry, but I'm getting confused now with some of my ladies and where they're from and trying to keep up. I don't know how, like, hairdressers or even my nail lady, like, when I go in there, obviously I haven't had my hair done forever, but my nail lady, I go in every couple of weeks and she's like, oh, how's things and how is this and how's that? Now, she has hundreds of clients. How can she remember all the stories? I said to her, I said, do you take notes? Do you do this? She goes, no. And I'm like, I really don't know how she does it. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to flip you ladies around. Oh. And we'll start stamping. So the stamp set that I want to use tonight, where did I put that? I've put it away really well, is the Hostess stamp set. It's not there. Seriously, I've lost it. I just had it. The Hostess stamp set that is in. Let me show you in the catalogue while I look for it, because that's going to be... That's the one we're using tonight. The greatest part of being Christmas. Greatest part of Christmas. I got it out and I just don't know what I've done with it. Oh Lordy, how does this happen? And my desk is really tidy, but you know what? That's probably the problem. Because my desk is really tidy, I can't find anything. Alright, well we'll do the sentiments after I've done the card making. Can you see a stamp set anywhere?
Nope.
Greatest part of Christmas. Oh, I found it. Oh, lordy, that was difficult, wasn't it? It's under the prizes. No, it was up the top, but thank you. I keep moving things and forget where I put them. Oh, that was a drama, wasn't it? And it's a host set. So some people often forget the host sets because they're right at the back, or not as at the back as this Nature's Beauty set, but it's the second last page. In order to get a host set, and this is the same for even demonstrators as well, you need to place an order of $250 or have party sales of $250. So if you get a couple of girls together and get 5 ladies together and they all place $50 orders, then you'd be able to order this. But other than that, that's the only way you can order it. So I don't often demonstrate host sets, but this one has got some really good sentiments and I love it. So I thought I'd make some cards with it tonight. I'm all hot and flustered after all those giveaways. So the little amount of supplies I have got, I've got some cherry cobbler card bases, some pretty peacock card bases. I have got some very vanilla card fronts. I have got, now this paper comes in 6x6 and all I have done is cut a card front from it and this strip, and all I have left over from these couple of pieces are these little tiny strips. Now some people will use these, I don't, I just stitch them, but you can use them on other cards. But I just wanted to show you there's not very much wastage at all in this card, or in these cards. Now I have the Pretty Peacock ink, and I'll probably get the Cherry Cobbler ink out as well. I've just realised that's not sitting on my desk. So the Cherry Cobbler ink. I also do have the Delicata Golden Glitz ink, because in that order I also got the new gold ribbon from the Christmas time suite. So this is the shimmer ribbon. So I want to use that with my glitter enamel dots as well, my gold glitter dots. So I've got that. And then this is part of the Night Before Christmas suite. And this is Cherry Cobbler and Very Vanilla ribbon already, so I've got those. And then I've got some scraps of the Sparkle Glimmer paper and the Gold Glimmer paper. So they're all I've got. Oh, and then I'm going to be using my favourite combo with punches is the Starburst punch and the 2-inch punch. 2-inch circle punch. So I thought once we make a couple of cards, I'll make them in the Cherry Cobbler and the Pretty Peacock, so you can see just how a colour difference will change the concept of the card. Now some of these Very Vanilla pieces are for the insides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I didn't cut enough Very Vanilla. So we'll have some for the insides, but then some, I've got it layering with onto the card base, and then the paper goes on it like that, and it just makes the paper pop a bit more than if it was to sit straight on the card base. So that's what we're doing. But because I want a sentiment on these cards as well, and I don't like to waste too much paper, I'm going to punch out the sentiment out of this piece, because the whole piece of DSP is going to cover it anyway, so you're not going to know. Alright, so I'm going to do that for a few of them. And I find when you're making batches of cards like this, I don't think I've cut anything for the inside actually. It's better to do one task at a time so that you get it all done at a time and don't kind of lose where you're at. So I wanted to, with the Starburst punch, do 3 in gold and 3 in the glimmer. There's 1. Hopefully we can get 2 out of this bit. 2. Oh, it's a tight fit. Look at that. That's a tight fit. Oh. And then 3 out of the sparkle. Okay, now I don't want to use that just yet. I'll put that up there. So how's everyone's week been? I'm a little bit excited. I passed my exam and I got a distinction. So happy days. Don't know why it takes them 3 weeks to mark it in this day and age, but happy days. So I had a little bit of a spring in my step this afternoon after finding out those results. Okay, now we're going to do some stamping. And we want to make sure we use sentiments that are obviously going to fit on this 2-inch circle, which I haven't tested yet. So we'll test that now. That one fits. Thanks, ladies. I was a little bit excited myself. That one fits. What does this one say? Here's to the new year, bringing happy beginnings. That sounds nice. That one fits. And this Yuletide thing fits too, I think. Yes. All right, so we've got 4 sentiments. Oh, I'm super happy, Karen. Now I just need to do my assignment, so I have a study day on Monday to get that done. And then another subject done and dusted. And I'm taking some time off over Christmas. I need to get back on track with being ahead with my blogging and everything from a Stampin' Up perspective, and having some time to do anything, because working full-time, doing a Stampin' Up business, and having a 4-year-old does not leave a lot of time. So I'm using the Golden Glitz ink. So we want 3 stamped in gold, because we've got the gold backing. What am I studying? I'm studying a graduate diploma of financial planning. It sounds very exciting, doesn't it, Karen? I'm tired just listening to you. Yes. So I want different sentiments on all the cards. Some of them will double up, but we have 3 in gold and then we'll do 3 in Pretty Peacock. Now the thing I like about circle punches is it doesn't really matter whether you stamp it straight, because 90% of the time you just turn the circle and it will become straight at some point. Now I do find just with these Delicata inks that they do take just a tad bit longer to dry than our normal inks, so that's why I've stamped the gold first, just to give it a chance to dry a little before I want to put things together and smudge it. So just going to put them over there to dry a little bit more. Bring the Pretty Peacock in. And we'll have this little one. Hi, Chrissy. I like this Happy Christmas one. So we'll do that again. Thanks for sharing, Chrissy. If you missed the big draw that I did it at the beginning, but I did it live so everyone can see. So if you want to have a look, Chrissy, you can go back and watch the winners. And I've got ink on the top of me here. Lovely. And I think I like this home one as well. So we'll do that one again. Alright, so this will make 6 quick, easy cards. And then with the leftover piece, I will make some other quick, easy cards as well, because I want to show you how quick these come together, because most of us have loads of Christmas cards to make. Alright, so with the gold ones, I want to use the gold ribbon. And with the other ones, I will use this red ribbon, the cherry cobbler ribbon. Grandchildren here, so watching Netflix. Netflix is very good. Hunter quite likes Netflix. He's been watching this show, Storybots, on Netflix. Loves it, but then has all these additional questions, because Storybots is about these little robot things that go out and answer kids' questions, like where does chocolate come from and how do plants grow, and it just creates a lot of other additional questions. So Hunter's very curious. Okay, so we need 3 bits of ribbon that length, because that will tie around the cardstock. And we'll just cut the red ribbon the same size. And then we'll tie some bows. find it easier to tie the bow on the roll, but obviously that's hard to do in classes. Lockie would like that. Yes. Story. It's really good, and it has kept Hunter entertained. And the daycare actually put it onto us because he is very curious, and they watch it in the room above Hunter at daycare. So they said that'll be a good one for him to watch. And so now he's like, can we watch Storybots? And then has all these other questions, because they'll ask some questions but not answer everything. Or by watching that, he's then got additional questions. But I think this is the age where it usually goes, but why? Or why does that happen, Mum? And we're just entering that. Okay, so there's 3 bows with the gold. We'll do some bows with the cherry cobbler one. This ribbon's a little bit fatter, so I find fatter ribbon a little bit harder to tie nicer bows. And I don't know whether you can see, I'm surprised because I didn't realise this had a bit of a pattern on it. It's got like gold flecks through it as well as shimmer. So I actually really like this ribbon. And this ribbon is from the new, it's not in the catalogue. There, I've been sharing some pictures on my page. Watching The Worst Witch. Oh, I've never heard of that, Chrissy. I've been sharing some pictures on my page of a Christmas time suite that is available, and it's been available to demonstrators since October, but it becomes available to customers today. So customers can order this suite now, but it is a limited time suite and only while stocks last. So it comes with 2 stamp sets and some matching dies and some really pretty paper. But all I got from the suite was the ribbon, which is this pretty gold ribbon, and the dots, the enamel dots, because I love enamel dots. And I just don't think there's enough gold stuff in the catalogue. So I got those because I'm going on holidays not next week, the week after. So I'm going to not be able to do a Facebook Live on the 15th of November, I think it is. Hi, Kim. Hi, Nita. So I'll have to reschedule that or cancel that one. Because I will be in Sydney getting ready for On Stage. So we're having a bit of a family holiday. So I didn't think I'd have enough time to really play with it, with my study and working and everything else. So I just got a couple of embellishments out of this. So now I'm just sticking the tape on all the pieces of paper. Where would you be going the 16th? Oh, to On Stage, Kim. So, going to be in Sydney. So On Stage is a demonstrator only Stampin' Up event, and they hold it in different cities and different countries each time. So in April I went to Auckland, but in November, or in a couple of weeks now. Is that your birthday, Megan? Are you coming to On Stage? It's in Sydney, so I'm making it a little bit of a family holiday because when I went to Auckland it was just me and the boys stayed home, but we asked Hunter if he wanted to go on a plane for a family holiday or if he wanted to go where we went last year, which it was a place that had a water park in the area where we stayed, and it was pretty awesome. And he goes, oh, I want to go on a plane. So we've made it a family holiday and we're all coming down. So the boys are going to go to the zoo when I'm on stage, and then we're doing a couple of other activities together. Oh, you're a customer, Megan. Oh, you'll have to sign up so you can come to on stage and see what it's all about. Okay, so I've put all the tape on those ones. Now I'll put all the tape on the layers. No, it's in, we're not doing Luna Park. I don't think my son would cope very well with the rides or anything like that. He is a little bit, he gets a bit scared when we go over hills and his stomach goes funny. So he's not going to be a thrill seeker, I don't think. But they're going to the zoo, and then we've organised to go to the aquarium and the wildlife sanctuary and Madame Tussauds. An awesome customer too. Oh yes, I'm sure. I've seen some of Megan's creations. They're awesome. And if you sign up, Megan, you get 20% off. Means you can just buy more stuff. Oh, that'd be nice, Angie, for you to come too. They're all around Darling Harbour, Kim, because you can buy like a 4-day pass. We've got a 4-park pass, like a 4-attraction pass, and you can you've got like a month to use it. So we're doing all that. That's all right, I knew what you meant. Yeah, so they're all Darling. Yeah, Taronga Zoo, the boys are doing Megan on the Saturday, because on stage is an all-day event, so they need something to do to keep themselves occupied all day. And I've organised a private tour for them to go around, and Hunter will get to hand feed some animals and visit the kitchen where they make the animal feed up and things like that, and they get some photos. So I think Hunter's going to get very excited about that. And but for the wildlife sanctuary is just about Australian animals, Kim, and that's at Darling Harbour. Apparently it only takes an hour to go through most of those little attractions. Alright, so I want 3 cherry cobbler and then 3 pretty peacock. My husband took my son there when he was little. They caught the ferry there. Yes, that's what they're hoping, as long as the weather's okay, that they can catch the ferry across. And my husband and I did it together a couple of years ago. I was down there for work, and I just tagged on a couple of extra days, and so I didn't have to pay for flights. And then he came down, and we did that, and we did it around the June long weekend, which was when Livid is on down in Sydney, which is a lights festival, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm just putting the ribbon around before I stick it onto this layer, and I'm just putting it about 3/4 of the way down. But because it's in the middle of July, I think I was contemplating taking Hunter this year, but I just thought it'd be too cold, and he seems to pick up every bug that's going around, so I just wanted him to be a little bit older before I take him down in the middle of winter. Oh, thanks, Kim. Even my nail lady was impressed, because I really like this ombre effect, and I wanted purple, and then I said, can we add silver to it? And she's like, oh, anyway, this is silver, but because this purple is so pigmented, it's actually coloured the silver so you can't see it, and it's given it a really nice ombre effect. So it's awesome. And even my nail lady was very impressed. She hadn't thought to do anything like that with it and didn't think that it would tint the colour would tint the silver so much. Livid is amazing, Karen. It's just so darn cold. They should have it like in the middle of summer, but then I suppose there'd be 3,000 more people there because there was 10,000 people there as it was. But they put lights up on the Opera House and everything. And put music to it. It is awesome. Alright, so I'm just putting these on and lining these up. They're making very simple cards. And then we'll add these ones with the red ribbon. Okay. No worries, Kim, it's only a couple of days now. 2 weeks and we'll be there. So then add the red ribbon across here. This is cherry cobbler and vanilla. Whoops. It's better than River Fire and Brisbane. I reckon so. And there's more to do, and I think it just gets, because you can go walking along everywhere and so many people get involved, whereas with River Fire, like there's only a couple of places where they have the fireworks and that's it. Yeah, well that's why we did it, Karen. I was there for work already, so my flights were paid for. I just tagged on a couple of extra days and hubby came down. It was awesome. And then this week I get an email from work. I won an award a couple of months ago at work, and usually you just get these points which I cash in for Bunnings vouchers, and I've won it a couple of times over my tenure at work. And then this time I might twist the ribbon round because this is double-sided ribbon, so I might do this one this side. Then I get an email this week going, "You've been invited to dinner at the Opera House." And I look at the dates, and the date is for Wednesday the 20th of November. So I fly down to Sydney for our family holiday for On Stage on the 14th. I come home on the 18th and then fly back down for this dinner on the... Oh, I didn't score that very well, did I? For this dinner on the 21st. So I'll pretty much come home and unpack and then go again. Which is very exciting, and I've never had dinner at the Opera House, so that's something to look forward to. Okay, that's a bit better. Hopefully these ones are scored. That's better. So I'm just folding them and burnishing those. Should have stayed there longer. If I had have known about this dinner, I would have stayed there longer, Karen. But then because I was really lucky to score for my holiday, I got $99 flights to Sydney, which made it much more cost effective and really helped the ability to have the boys come down with me, which was lovely. And so I can't change those flights anymore. But it's alright, work's paying for these flights. Now I just have to work out what to wear. That's what I'm struggling with and stressing about the most. What to wear. Okay, so we're getting there. We have done these. We've got the backing on these, so we just stick these on the card bases now. And again, there's just like 1/8 of an inch of border. So if you wanted to make 20, 30, 40 Christmas cards, you just make these. Oh, I've stuck that on there. That's all right. In batches. So you do all the bits. So one night you could do all the cutting, the next night you could do all the punching. And then by the end of the week you could have 20, 30 cards made and not a lot of time or effort. Or if you've got time, you could sit down for a couple of hours and just smash these out. Yes, well, they are great kits for retreats, Karen. I'm doing up a whole heap of these. The reason why I wanted to make these samples was because when I did the mental health week card classes, there was lots of requests for a Christmas class. So I needed to come up with some quick, easy Christmas cards that the ladies can make in their lunch breaks. So I need to have some samples. So that's where this idea spawned from for tonight. This is like the production line at Arnott's. It's great, isn't it? I love doing multiples and just getting them done really quickly. Okay, so the double-sided tape does not stick so well on glimmer paper. I usually do dimensionals because that sticks really well. So we'll stick dimensionals on the back of all of these because this would have dried by now. It's awesome your work, ladies. Yes, I'm so pleased. And so I sent out the invites today because I finally picked a date, because with on stage and me going on holidays, and then also now with me having to be in Sydney for this fancy dancy dinner at the Opera House, I'm running out of days in November to do classes. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and choose some dates. So I chose them today, sent out invites, and I've already got like 6 people signed up. And that was within a couple of hours, so was very... Now I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing here because I want the Pretty Peacock sentiment on the Pretty Peacock base, and I wasn't really watching what I was doing when I was doing the sentiment, sticking the bases together. Well, I can't wait for on stage because I think in my greater team there's 12 of us going. So that's always lovely to catch up with us all. I want this ribbon. What card class are you talking about in November? The card classes that I'm running at my work, Marie, for the Christmas cards that are run during lunch. This is awesome, Vic. They must have loved the first. They did like the first class. I had a lot of ladies comment that it was very therapeutic and they enjoyed it a lot more than they thought they were going to. And they were very happy with the results because I didn't know the level of stamping or the level of crafting that these ladies had experience with. So I made them very simple stamping cards, but we did step them up a little bit with some punches as well, but just quick and easy. So there was no die cutting or anything like that because I didn't have time for that. Plus I didn't really want to be taking the big shot in on the bus with me because that's just too heavy. Then I'm just going to use tape to stick these down. If you were just using plain cardstock rather than glimmer paper, I would stick the sentiment down on the cardstock with tape and then I'd pop the whole sentiment up. But I don't want to make these too thick. So I'm just sticking them down with tape, and tape doesn't work so well with glimmer paper. So you just work with what you've got. And then where's my pokey tool? There's one. Two. Three. 4, 5. Do you still have your stalker? No, I haven't seen my stalker for a few years, Donna, which is a good thing. He was getting a bit creepy there for a while. So there's 6 cards. Now we'll just get the bows to stick on. And just glue dots will stick the bows on. So match this up with the ribbon. Now I have a lovely group of ladies that I catch the bus with. Donna, that I don't have creepy men following me everywhere anymore and giving me weird ass gifts. Much more civilized. Alright, now I'm just going to finish off a few with these glitter dots. On the gold. Just going to get my flat tool here. I haven't used the flat end for a while and it really needs to be cleaned. it's a little bit sticky. Oh, come on. There's 3. Gold and a gold. And this sentiment's a bit smaller, so we can use bigger dots. Oh, come on. And then this one is even smaller, so we'll use the next size up dot. Now that one, the sticky didn't come with it. There we go. And that one. Alright, so they're finished there. Let me put that up there. Now, what's the time? That's nearly 9 o'clock. Alright, we'll quickly make one card. I'll show you what I want to do with the rest. I probably won't make all of them, but I'll just make one card with the scraps of this paper left over. Now I want to use the big sentiment in the stamp set, which is Christmas greetings. Now I could go and get a bigger block, but I don't. I just make the D block work for me. Put it on an angle. I have all the blocks. I just really like the D block, and really it's so versatile that 9 times out of 10 you don't need any other blocks. So I just want to stamp this towards the top. Hopefully I can do this in straight and not get my head in the camera. Okay, and then we'll just close this ink pad so we don't get it everywhere else. Tape on the back of the scrap piece. And then I find this easier if I turn it upside down to just get the border even. There, and we'll get the ribbon. I think this one. And tie another bow. So you can see how quick and easy these cards have come together. So my suggestion, if you want to make cards like this, is you get a pack of DSP, and then with all the coordinating packs with Stampin' Up, it has all the colours that coordinate with the paper listed in the catalogue or in the on the paper pad that you get, like on the packaging. Just trying to show you one. What have I got left here? Oh, I've got some Feels Like Frost here. So the 6x6 paper just comes in a zippy bag, and so then it says the name of the paper, and then it's got the colours. So it's got Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Highland Heather, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Smoky Slate, and Whisper White. So I would just cut a whole heap of card bases out of those various colours. I would cut loads of Whisper White layers and do exactly the same with this card pack. So you cut your card front, then you lift with a card strip, and you can get 2 cards out of each piece of DSP, and make thousands of cards and just get one stamp set with all the sentiments, or the coordinating stamp set when it's got images and sentiments in it. I wanted to showcase this sentiment tonight because it was the host sentiment. And that Christmas greetings is a little crooked, but that's because I didn't want my head in the camera. You could use your Stamparatus. No, Marie, because you wanted to use your vouchers, which aren't valid yet. Okay, and then layer that on there. And then add the little bow. So that is, I've made 7 cards. I have enough here to make another 5 cards, so I will get 12 cards out of 6 pieces of DSP, and they'll all look like this. And you can see just by changing up, oh well, this one I've used the same card base on both, but I wanted to use different colours. This is the only one that it worked with because I was talking too much. So even just by changing the colours, you can see what a difference it makes with the same DSP. And then, yeah. So that's all. We've just used a piece of sheet of DSP, this stamp set, which you can only get if you place a $250 order or more, or if you get a couple of outside orders from girlfriends and stuff to the value of $250, then you can order this with your hostess dollars. So that a pack of the DSP, which is $20 or $25 depending whether you get specialty DSP or not. And I just use 2 different rolls of ribbon just to different colours. Some vanilla, but if your paper pad uses white, then just use white. You don't have to use the vanilla. I just used it because this paper. And some of the coordinating cardstock for different coloured card bases. And then if you do use a darker card base, then just add another layer of very vanilla or white on the inside. And then this set has some other lovely sentiments in it, which I would use for the inside because they're too long for my punches and stuff like that, because for quick easy cards I just want punches. I don't want die cuts or anything. So for the inside I'd use "May the Christmas season bring you special moments and happy memories," or "Wishing you a Christmas of love, of smiles and love that will last all year," and then "Thinking of you at Christmas time" as well. So this is an awesome set. And it's got loads of sentiments for the front and the inside of the card. And yeah, and I've just made 7 really quickly within an hour and talking. So you've got loads of options there that you could make if you need heaps of Christmas cards made in a hurry. So thank you ladies for joining me again tonight and for sharing my videos. And next week we'll go back to my normal prizes of DSP or some ribbon or things like that. So because I've given away all my stamp sets and had my big October giveaway month, and we'll just go back to regular giveaways then for November. But thanks everyone for joining, and have a good night and have a good weekend.